Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we can talk. Yo, look at that Clarksville Hobby Depot. That's super sweet.
Our ads are going to get so well. People are going to be convinced we're an actual TV station.
What's the Hangar? Brought to you by Clarksville Hobby Depot, powered by Websy Official.
Sweet.
All right, and here we are. We got in the house. We got Oni Mecha Model Builds, me Websy, and our host, the Model Rocketeer. I will be back. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and do your thing.
So what do you guys got in the hangar this week? What are you working on? I got Oni started his project. That's a big one too. I saw them on those kits. Yeah, those Warhammer set. Yeah. So how many sets are those right there? I didn't count them on your picture video.
Right now, currently, I have 5 tanks. Dude, I don't even know what this guy is called.
Yeah, I know you posted a lot of them. I saw that.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Man, and then 5 of these guys, and then 2 extra resin tanks from geez, what's that? Dang, man, I forgot what that Forge World. I'm sorry.
Forge World.
Yeah, 2 tanks, resin tanks from there, and that's gonna need a lot of work, but yeah.
Armor can be pretty easy. When you change from Gunpla and Mecha to painting armor, it's a lot different because you do a lot more freehand. I don't know if you do shading like that, but there's a lot to learn from that. I know I've done a few tutorials on it, but it's really fun stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got in the hangar tonight, Model Rocketeer.
I am. Hold on.
Hey Doug, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
I've got this
cool
little galaxy projection kit. This is how I got in the hangar.
So you found something cool.
It's kind of really cool. I found this at Hobby Lobby, but it's got these like little projection screens of all the stars and stuff. So I have to build it and put it over these cool LED bulbs, and it's supposed to project the night sky.
Awesome.
That would be cool for video recording. Yeah. Put a kit in front of that, make it glow in black light, and have a background. Yeah, that's cool.
You go close his door for him. That's the thing.
Other than that, I've got the Jester still.
I know Michael's been working on his wing Gundam this week.
Stage of still hanging armor on it. It's like a 3-tone camo scheme from the 70s Cold War era is working out pretty good. It just a little bit of process because when I'm done with it, I want to at least get a good clear coat on it and give it a wash to weather it down and give it a real basic weathering, and then hopefully finish it off. It's coming along good.
So you get your Jester in the hangar still. You're still doing a lot of work for that, I see. Yeah.
All right, so what I have in my hangar today is an unboxing. I'm going to do an unboxing today.
That's good. And you can probably show your wing Gundam off too. I've been looking at the pictures of that.
Yeah, I was going to show that off a little bit.
Yeah. The gold and black was a very good image. When I looked at the black, it reminded me of the Dozel Zaku, where it came with actual metal stickers, like emblem pieces. I've seen people sell gold and silver foils for the Banshee, and it reminded me of that because those actually glow and reflect pretty well. I thought it was a cool color scheme, man. The black and the gold and silver. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great kit for that scheme that he's got going on, because we have to talk about this right before you get to it, Mike. You got to do it up, and I'll shut up for you. But we were talking about that wing particularly, that if you paint the inner frame, there's enough of it that shows through that very just a little bit of time on something like that, and then a repaint, of course, maybe over top of that really does it up, instead of just building over top of a basic kit and then trying to add more to it with panel lines and a bunch of plating, whatever, when you can do dynamic with just the paint because of this.
Will somebody tell? Okay, so here's.
But I hope to get some paint done while I'm tonight on the Jester a little bit.
Yeah, the real great. Just the frame shows through so well with those small details. That is really nice.
I think it added a great dynamic without having to add anything. it's instant.
These guys love that because they don't have to paint and they get great frame detail through the armor.
Doug, remember you got to turn in videos. I can't show anybody pictures. You got to send in a video, and I can load that up and show people.
Or take all those pictures, Doug, and pack them together into a video. Go use a video editor and throw all your photos into it, and it'll be like a 15-second video like that.
Yep. Yeah, and I can load that up too.
This is what I bought at Hobby Lobby for myself. We're just some alligator clips.
That's the basic tool, man. Everybody needs that.
I know.
Oh,
I was gonna just buy the clips.
Box full of them, man.
I couldn't find them, but I just got some. These are tiny as shit, but they'll work. I got 12 of them for like $3.
Yeah, it's always a very important thing how to pin and clip your parts for painting like that.
All right, Doug said he got me.
Yep.
Yo, Scott's here.
Scott's in the house.
Welcome to the show.
So,
absolutely. What's in your hangar, Scott? I can only imagine. I hope he's busy packing the shit in boxes.
Probably a whole store.
Sending them off to make smiles all around the world. Well, maybe not around the world, because I guess it's kind of expensive when you got to send shit to places that it sucks. So, but the larger it gets, maybe the cheaper it'll become. And smiles around the globe. It'll be like Santa Claus.
What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
No, it's going to be my camera ready. That's my screen right there.
Are you wearing your special apron? Because I saw that hobby knife right there, and it kind of scared me.
You know what? You're right. Safety first.
I'm just saying, man. I know. I remember the hobby apron.
I know. Mike's our safety guy now. So that's the thing. You got to go to Clarksville Hobby Depot and check out the fucking my bad. Check out the God hand. The God hand.
I'll tag you in a post later. It's gonna make you cringe. Okay. I'll let you know for that.
It comes with some pretty awesome tools, and it comes with a God apron. Yeah. It's really cool.
All right. Now I got my apron on. You happy?
I'm just really just as a joke.
You're elated now.
I have no idea, honestly.
Oh man, Scott!
I'm excited to see what's in the box, man. I don't know why. This is so weird.
I know. Where did it come from?
All right, so I got this from Clarksville Hobby Depot LLC.
There you go.
So we're gonna check out how it's packed. That's like one of the big things that I wanted to show everybody. We get a package from Clarksville, and you're just a random customer. Okay, so this is that, and Scott threw in some bubble wrap. The kits come bubble wrap, and then it's got more packing paper on the bottom.
Oh, what is that?
Sweet,
man. So that is what's awesome about ordering from Cosgrove Hobby Depot LLC. So then
I'm like trying to look under and shit. I'm like, hey, what is in there?
Oh shit.
You suck at opening bubble wrap.
You know, throw it against the wall.
Just
man.
Rip it off already.
It opens up. Throw it against the wall with such a force that it blows up.
Yeah.
The God gun.
There you go, man. Now you're gonna get the high grade horse.
You got to keep your eyes peeled because our order coming in at Clarksville Hobby Depot. If you missed your chance to get one, you better stop at Clarksville because there's more coming. Keep your eyes peeled. It might say out of stock. Dude, you got to just keep checking. You know how it is. Hit that refresh button. You might find one at Clarksville.
That's
I think more that blew up the Gundam community quite literally. Everybody went crazy.
So here's the magic. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Here's all the magic. Oh man, Scott sent me all the stickers.
Oh, dude,
I put a sticker under my hobby mat actually.
What?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Those are nice stickers.
Yep, I got all the stickers. I got the hollows. I got the new.
Sweet.
I got the news. Those are awesome.
I will say the hollow sticker's jacked with my camera. It could not focus on it for some reason. It wouldn't. So it was just not clear. It was so weird.
I'm gonna be throwing these in
to share.
I'll be throwing these into the bounty bags when I send them out. I'll be
slap them onto like gas pumps like Joe Biden. I did that.
Yep, so. Heck yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's a great way to do that, right?
Hey man, sharing is caring, bro.
I mean, I like it.
Hey, don't be sharing, Karen. I don't want none of that.
Let's go.
Oh,
so man. This week I am finishing up the 2-month-long Gundam Mark III. This kit, this kit is painful. 62 days of building and painting.
Love you. Thank you for being a nice camera lady.
So yeah.
That was Mrs. Wimmer. She was being an awesome camera lady.
You get a chance to go over and check out Oni Mecca on Facebook, and you can find him on all kinds of social media too.
I'm going to switch over to my desk view so I can give you guys a look at what the final assembly looks like for this kit.
Yes, the 62.
There's quite a bit to talk about.
Don't go bad. I've got like this Jesta in build for like 6 months now.
That's okay, man. I expect it to happen. That's expected in the hobby. Oni's been working as Dendrobium for like I don't know how long, but it's just crazy. It's like wow.
That's just time and effort, man. And time on target.
Dude, I've been working on that Dendrobium for about a year now.
I'm just like shocked. I'm not surprised, man. But I'm also surprised.
The next one's gonna be like 6 months or less because you know what to do, what you want, what you don't want, and you're gonna be able to bang it out. It's like we talked about production. If you have the right stuff to do that production, get it together, you know you could build another one in half the time, bro.
Dude, it was all about running the LEDs and the wires, getting everything soldered.
Beautiful.
Just the whole LED setup was what's the most time consuming out of everything, bro.
That was epic.
So here's that.
I took mental notes. I was like, ching, ching, ching. I was like, this is a gold mine if anybody has a brain cell.
A massive sticker sheet, bros.
So, how many frame runners are there right there for that God Gundam?
We're about to find out. So this pack has 2. The rings don't come on runners; they just come in a plastic bag. So we'll just count that as 1. This one's 2, so that's 5.
I love
this one's pretty nice. This blue is really different. It's not like the normal blue. I like that. So that was 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 3 in this pack.
Okay, that's interesting.
This red is bright, bros.
Yeah. Ooh, that's like a pink.
But okay, that's not gray and that's not white. That is actually like a beige. That is a legit stucco beige
color. Yeah.
Scott, I know this is gonna happen. There's gonna be a RG Noble Gundam, and when it comes out, I want 2 of them, please.
And they're Katana Beam Sabers. Katana Beam Sabers, bros.
RG come out.
Does that come with clear orange hands? Does that come with that?
Dude.
I'm not seeing the clear hands. Hold on. Oh, it does not come with clear hands. They're gold plate. They're supposed to be bronze plated.
Okay.
They're not clear. They're like bronze plating. That's going to get repainted.
Okay. The Master Plate came with the clear orange, and the Master Gundam had clear red hands. Okay. I was confused.
Yeah, it comes with normal hands. Oh, this one's definitely... It doesn't have the crappy inner frame. It's got the good inner frame. So
I can see people selling option part hands for that, especially the glowing effect ones. Yeah, that'd be a really big thing.
Or taking the high grade ones and modifying them to fit.
Or fluorescent paint, or LEDs or wireless LEDs like you use.
All the different options, bro. All the different options. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Christmas.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 runners for this box.
That is quite a bit. It probably has as many parts as this resin kit. That's like 203 parts for the resin. And for a 1/144th scale, it's probably close to that for sure. Which is absolutely crazy because it's basically like a mini master grade.
Oh, this one definitely feels like it's got mini master grade all over it. Just like the Wing Gundam. Like, and here also
man, that blue is badass.
They have a master grade SD line coming out.
So here is
that.
Here's a comparison for blues, by the way. Like, they're close, but they did change it up a little. The new blue is darker. Or the God Gundam, it's darker just a bit. You can tell.
I like that. I like small details like that. It matters.
No, so here's my RG Wing Gundam that I built.
Tip coat, that's it. Give it a tip coat, call it a day.
Well, tonight
the new real grade Gundam kit is the most popular real grade I have seen in a long time, besides the real grade high new.
Hey,
Yeah,
People
the high
love
new
that
is
kit
super
so
popular.
much.
they're talking about
They love it, man.
Totally agree. So I
he
think
came in the right time.
people are coming in and talking about the God Gundam on different social media from all different social media angles, and it's getting a lot of praise for its posability. That's what it was marketed as, so that's what it's going to get its praise for. But I haven't heard anybody complain about anything yet. That's what's going on. So I'm just now opening it. This is the first time seeing it. Like, I didn't even open the packaging or anything because I wanted everybody to see live, like, really what Scott over at Clarksville Hobby Depot LLC really puts into the care and everything. Like, when I try and tell you guys, like, he puts a lot of care into shipping us our products and getting us our stuff the right way. So I just can't emphasize more on how much I appreciate that part of the whole thing, like making sure that my kit came, in the best care possible.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was surprised the first time I got like a package from, because I ordered a couple kits, and each box for each Gundam that I ordered, or each Gunpla that I ordered, was completely individually wrapped in bubble wrap and then stacked nicely in a way that they wouldn't crush each other. I was just so impressed. So I just wanted to share that. That was the big part about what I wanted to share about the unboxing. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going on this God Gundam throughout the night. I'm gonna run my old school way though. I'm not gonna do part by part. I'm
I
just gonna
remember
run
the
off
high
and
resolution God Gundam. If I had to
the
choose
high
between
res.
the real grade and high res, I'd probably buy the high res because it's going to have the 1/100. It's going to basically be a master grade with more
What's gonna
details.
have a bigger shelf presence?
Yeah, too. That's true. So, like, I have a master grade Master Gundam. That would
Yeah.
probably be a better pick for me to get. But,
Yep.
for real grades, that's the most popular right now. People love that so much because
Awesome.
you're getting a high quality kit without having to do any paint work or paint detail touch up, basically. All you gotta do is
Okay.
paint align it and snap it, man. If you just
All
want.
right, so we're gonna do a real quick commercial here.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're gonna talk for this commercial.
Brokeman
Check it out,
Studios is
guys.
in.
So Web C promoting Kit Bash Gundam. So that's gonna be the new Kit Bash Gundam car for now until we get our mascot.
And
And then
Brokeman
we also
Studios
have
is here with us.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, what up, broke man?
Hey, I was watching your
Brokeman
videos today,
Studios.
Brokeman. I watched your high grade RX-78 where you painted it, white, blue, and some other stuff. It's a very good video, man. I like your editing style. You're doing really well with it. I can definitely see you improving your quality overall, and it's going to be really great seeing the stuff you're going to put out later on. And we're willing to support that, so thank you.
Yeah, Brokeman. We are all talking really positively about you in the sound check today. I was letting the team know that you sent me a message letting me know you were willing to do some promo work for us and some graphic work for us. So that's super awesome that you offered that up, and I'll be getting back to you on that. I just wanted to talk with the team about it first, before making any moves moving forward. But yeah, dude, we're super happy to have you as part of that. Oh yeah.
So I didn't really get the chance, but I'm going to be talking about the Mark III. I'm actually doing final assembly. I have to let this thing dry. But we're going to talk about the color scheme real quick. Now, the colors that I chose were a mix between the GM Type 3, okay, then the GM Type 2. Now, these kits had color schemes for red armor chest pieces, black for the cockpit hatch, yellow vents, and a darker frame color, green camera lenses. Then I guess you would say it has dark gray armor. Those are the primary colors of the Mark III, as you can see here. But what we're talking about here now is what this kit entails for final assembly. We actually have a base, okay, brass rod, wood base. The kit is very heavy, so you have to use that. Then, if we're talking about actual size for mods, I'm going ahead and doing the backpack section. You can see the size of my hand. This is pretty big for this kit. Now, I have the back skirt section here, these two binders, then the actual backpack right there. So this is going to be drying for 24 hours. Then I finally started doing the leg section, okay? So this is the actual leg piece, right leg. So I went ahead and just did all the detailing work, just really delicate mod work, making sure the colors are actually correct. So
Damn, that's bitching.
yeah. Then
Man,
like what the
dang, it's
beam
like
rifle, I was
a turkey
probably
leg and
talking
a red
about.
bear.
Yeah. So arm sections. These are pretty big kits, and I wouldn't really suggest these kits to anybody unless you're for sure going to be painting for a long time, because the amount of work required and the return and the effort is just, it's a different amount of work. Okay, so
How did you
you can
make that
spend.
drawing, Hiko? Did you manually draw it?
I just printed them off from the internet.
Where'd you get them from?
So I'm
On the
going to talk
internet?
about one of the.
Where did you get them?
I got it from Wikipedia and Gundam. What is it called? Gundam Wiki. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fandom Wiki. So, Michael likes using the wireless LEDs. I have yet to buy some. I really want to, but I'm going to lower this to give you a look at, with the lighting that I have for the photo booth, I'm using a black light, okay? So I went ahead and used fluorescent green paint. And this is something I've been doing recently, okay? So the black light makes the LEDs in the chest right there glow like that. So you can see the effects of what that is. Basically, it just makes the armor pieces glow. The same thing with the eyes too. So you get the eyes there, turn it on and off. You basically get camera lenses. But you can also install the wireless LEDs that Michael likes to use too, which is also a very cool option. And 62 days, and I'm almost done with this kit. I am sick and tired of it. It looks really good. Yeah.
But
so that's where I'm at.
It shows your time is worth it. But I understand from the artist standpoint too. You want to just throw it against the wall and you could care less. But at the same time,
oh no, yeah.
It's like, we're out here saying, hey man, blow off team, because dude, it's worth it. Your effort is paying off, and it will bring you dividends.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think the colors were accurate to what I was going for, the original design, because realistically, it would have been with GM3s and orbital. I guess you'd say orbital fleet patrols. I guess that's what UC-90 happened. I guess, but it's been fun. It's fun stuff. I'm sick of it though.
Man, small projects in between might help you shake that feeling. When you're working on bigger,
something new.
Yeah, when you're working on something bigger and it's something that's very time consuming.
And that's what I've been doing is I have the high grade commission I've been sanding for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
When I was working on that base for the Dendrobium, all those 3D printed parts and everything, man, dude, I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. So I felt like I was like just spinning in the mud, just working on the same piece over and over, and it's just I had to take a break, work on something real small and feel like I accomplished something, something real small, and then get back to work with a better attitude or a better vibe,
Yeah, I know what you mean. You really want to have something you can fall back to. And I see what Michael does that. I think you do that a few times, fall back to something you want to do, like snap building a kit through painting. You guys have a very good point about that. And,
taking that 2-hour mental break to just do something that's gonna be casual, no stress relief, or no stress in the build at all, because it's okay to have those too.
And now I'm back onto the sanding and cleaning this guy's commission because it's hell.
Yeah.
It's literally cleaning hell.
My little break right now is going to be this God Gundam.
But yeah, I've got a little bit of work started forward on the.
Oh, sweet.
Man, I like that orange, man.
It just keeps pieces by piece. It keeps laying up. I've got a couple there's like a mouth shield, it would be a mouth, but it's like a face guard. And then the helmet goes around that, like a Spartan helmet around it. So I have to do it in layers. So I have to paint, and I forgot to paint that piece, so I'm getting ready to start that. But the visor or the eye piece came as two pieces: a clear piece that goes inside the head, that transmits this in here. I'll show you. Inside of it, there's a clear peg.
Oh, that's cool.
It goes up to the top. Inside the head.
That's for the LED.
Yeah, inside the head, it goes inside,
so cool.
and it's angled so that it connects to the visor, so it projects light out of the visor and into the orange piece. But also that piece that sticks off the side, that's the camera in the front of the visor. When I build that part on right here.
Yeah.
I like that about GMs, man. The GMs are so cool.
As the head goes on.
The Gundam's face, the eyes are actually not cameras. It's actually the centerpiece that's the camera. But for other mobile suits like Seed and stuff, the eyes are actually cameras.
Yeah.
Which is so weird. I never really understood that, how it changes.
It makes sense that if you're in a cockpit and you're surrounded by everything, the first thing that would be your eyes right in front of you, right? And then as you look around, your peripherals would be all the cameras around the mobile suit that have overlapping fields of vision. You know what I mean? Like fire sector. When you cross over, that's a dangerous spot, man. When you got bullets coming from two directions, you never want to get caught a crossfire like that. So that's the point of all the cameras. Like the Buster Gundam has big cameras on the shoulders, and then on the back skirts and on the crotch, because it's so big, it has to see around it. It's
360. 360.
Yep, you're sitting in a ball. You're sitting in a ball, and you're able to look down and see what's under the Gundam. You know?
Yeah.
Everything. It's cool, and that's when you see. That's the idea of that. I want to build a model kit. Oni will probably know this of what it's like.
Yeah.
To build the cockpit, the inside of a cockpit, just the ball side of the Gundam core.
Yes,
that'd be cool.
Just for the detail.
Yeah.
Now, dude, everybody looks at these Gundams and everybody looks at these kits and these Gundams and they paint them up and they look amazing. Everybody does a great job painting these things, but I feel like some of the guys forget that these things, these Gundams, these tanks, this mecha is a weapon, bro. This is a military weapon, and it should look realistic as possible, and it should be slightly dirty, you know?
Yeah. Like, even if they walked it out of a building, stuck it on a train, in my world, this is how it works. They can ship it in parts and chunks, and you ship that bitch across the country on a train, and you put it back together in another warehouse somewhere. It's going to get scratches on that beautiful paint, but from a distance, it looks great. But you get real close, you're like, damn, all the little markers, like a tank.
Yeah.
It's a military machine.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I work with all these big machineries and everything, all these machines and everything. Oil, hydraulic fluid, diesel.
It's gonna be busting out, man.
It gets all over the place, man. You know?
Yeah.
Yep. Even a brand new excavator, roll that thing up back.
That's why I like to do oil washers on my armor.
Somebody's got a leak
on the back of the legs already. For sure.
And then they go to fix that leak. Yeah. Hey, good job. And then he makes a mess and it dribbles onto the windshield, ruins the wiper, anything. As soon as brake fluid or hydraulic fluid hits the paint, it's gone. You just ruin that paint.
Yeah.
And if you start smearing it, you're just rubbing that shit everywhere. Fuck, stop.
Yeah.
And that's why
I'm guilty of being that guy.
You're like, wow, why would that
likes my crispy clean
maintenance wear?
Yeah.
No, I like the Navy's approach to military equipment. You polish that shit twice. You understand?
Shit out of it. You keep painting it. Don't stop.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
So even if it's a turd, you better fucking polish it.
Yeah.
So I'm about to use the sanding tool again. I'm using soft sanding pads on them now.
That's my opinion. I like my military mech to be, now if I'm doing a military style build, that's different. Like, okay, so I can have some of my Gundams I build as show style pieces is where like it's clearly not supposed to be a Gundam of war or a machine of war. Like it's supposed to be something else. Like, and then there are Gundams that are built in even the anime that aren't built for war. There's like Stargazer Gundam, who's built as a peace mission, as a peace mission Gundam, and its only weapon that becomes a weapon isn't even supposed to be a weapon. It's actually a way to travel. So, like that aspect too can also be considered. And,
man, I'm telling you, these guys do some awesome work.
They do.
And these candy paints, these metallic colors that they throw on it. man, dude, it looks badass. All these custom paint jobs that these guys do, man, it looks great. But for me on my side, hey man, flat black, olive drab, desert yellow,
Yeah.
I want some stains and some soot, where it's supposed to be, you know what I mean?
Hey, you remember that thing I was telling you about last time with those like glue marks that he left for me like this? These things?
Yeah.
Well, I think I just destroyed them because I just put the soft sanding pad on here and it literally just erases. It's like an eraser, dude. Watch this. It's like absolutely amazing. So, oh god, if I can hold it.
He erased the part.
So like the glue marks are just sitting there and it's literally just coming up like nothing. I don't have to sand it manually. And the detail line.
What grit are you using?
600 right now.
600?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I need to get some of that and save my fingers. You know what I mean?
This is good for surface prep because I don't want to manually sand this because there's detail lines in here, and I have to be careful because I have to rescribe those then. But he left glue marks basically.
Right. Well, this gives you a chance to make new scribes if you need to.
You can do enamel washes for oils, then do pigment washes also. The two best way to weather.
Let me check and see. My message is all filled up. Hold on. Doug, did you ever give me that video?
Yo, Broke Man got a question, bro.
What's Broke Man talking about?
He's looking to try a slight weather effect.
Slightly weathered, like putting dust, oil on a kit. What kind of paint and stuff like that that you recommend? Okay, so he's looking for some recommendation for some weathering.
When it comes to some weathering,
simple weathering and stuff like
maybe
that.
some for dust. I
use makeup.
I use cheap pastel powders that I go buy like Walmart or any craft store, but it's just a chalk. It's square pastel chalk, and then any kind of knife or stitch, grind it off into a powder, and then
did you guys see what Scott just posted?
On with a Q-tip for dust effects.
The new Verka is gonna be a Zeta Gundam.
Ah, what the heck, man?
They
have a 2.0, man, than the original. What? That's like the third. That's like a 3.0.
Yeah, it'll basically be a 3.0. It better have some better camera lines or something.
Man.
Okay. All right, Broke Man, I got you covered. Check out what I'm working with. This is
awesome, Oni.
My
Zeta Gundam,
arsenal.
though. Wow, that's
all right. So first things first. I don't know if y'all guys can see it.
Can somebody kill Hiko's mic?
I'll kill my tool. You're good. I'll just sand it by hand.
All right. First things first. I like to use this graphite. This is.
Oh no, that's not going to be any better.
This powder graphite is awesome, dude. If you apply this over any kind of metallics, it gives it a more darker tone, so you can actually hit certain corners to highlight, to darken certain corners and stuff like that. Man, you cannot go wrong with using these Tamiya weathering.
Yeah,
Tamiya weathering things, bro.
I tried to make my own. I made my own, but Oni's got the right thing. But I made mine just out of pastel chalk from the local store, and then I just used a makeup brush.
Dude, that's some great stuff right there, and it's easy to clean up. Those chalks are real easy to clean up if you put too much on there.
Water.
Now with these weathering, with the Tamiya ones, they're a little harder to clean up. Some weathering liner.
What are you sealing with?
I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Some weathering liner.
Good stuff.
Yeah, this stuff is good. You can wipe it away with lighter fluid. And I know Hiko was talking about using.
Oh shit! It's a dumpster fire.
I know he was talking about using some of this, golly. But dude, I use all this junk, bro.
Yeah.
All this makeup junk, dude. All that shit for dioramas and bases and stuff like that when I need to tone down or highlight something. But now since we're talking about dioramas and stuff like that, Vallejo.
Yes.
Vallejo is
the shit.
Dude, they got this thick mud. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Now this stuff is some realistic shit, man. Just applying a little of this on the bottom of the Gundam's feet looks like he's walking through some real dirty terrain. There's different mud effects. Now if you're working with water, like I said, I'll be working with a lot of dioramas and stuff like that.
I was gonna
So
say I got
all these water textures and stuff like this from Vallejo really work wonders, man.
Yep.
So
if you're trying to do some of that a little bit on the cheap, I mean, because I do as an old school diorama builder with train sets and stuff, is I mix I usually use Mod Podge and water, but you can just, if you mix it really thin and you can get a spray, or if you got just like a little, make a puddle of it, dip your Gundam feet in it, you can use real dirt. You know what I mean? But think about it, use scale. The scale. So you want to sift your dirt, you know what I mean? And maybe separate it so you got thick, thin, and real powdery, and you can dip. And when it dries clear, but then you'll have some dirt stuck to the feet if you're going to create that, or if you get it real watery, you can get it in some crevices, and then you can put some dirt on paper and blow it, and it'll blow onto it and stick where you put the little bit of glue. When it dries, it'll look dusty. It's a cheap way of doing it. It works. It helps.
So this is the only Vallejo products I use for weathering. I use this stuff. It's called Splash Mud.
Oh yeah.
I use this, and then I also have engine oil, like what Oni was saying, dude. Mechas are full of grease and oil and stuff. So I've got this diesel engine fluid looking stuff. Diesel stains is what it's actually called, and this stuff works really good. And then this mud, for walking around, like if a robot kicked up dust and stuff and it started collecting up on the boots of the robot and stuff, that it totally makes sense to have that like that. So I totally agree with Oni. Like when you are doing weathering, yes, you should totally pay attention to all the different types of things that you can add to that to enhance that weathering. But so even though I have a preference of having clean cut builds, when I do have to do a weathered build, I will, find the right materials and definitely source that. I agree, 100%.
Yeah, it's super easy to get carried away because weathering is so fun.
Yeah,
and some points of the build or whatever you're working on, less is more, less is best. So, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. So here is my my super fancy black and gold wing Gundam for my competition I'm working on right now. I gave it a sword. I was like, screw it. This guy needs a sword. So I'm going to water slide him. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I was thinking about taking some blue and some red. And anywhere there would have been blue and red on the kit, doing a faint line, from a Tron costume or something on it. So I'm still thinking about doing that. That's still on my contemplation list, but I really like the way it looks right now. So it's kind of one of those, not sure yet.
Yeah. It's looking great, man. Kirk, what you got, man? Comment section. If you haven't seen the new Verka, it's Zeta Gundam. What?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about too.
I know. What? A letdown. Nobody cared about that news.
Oh man,
we were all waiting on it.
I mean,
look, no hate,
but no one really gave a shit. But I mean, because we didn't say anything. We're just like, oh, but it just kept going.
Look, I'm a big Zeta fan. I don't like the anime too much. The anime is pretty decent. I don't like how they slap that dude around, that kid. I forgot his name, man. They slap that damn kid around all the damn place. But I mean, they got some awesome kits. They got some awesome kits over there. They got over there all the Zeta, the mobile suit Zeta kits and all that, man. I really like that design, man. The Hammer, dude. I got the Hammer in reserve. I got the Baywu in reserve. Man, dude, I'm not.
He ain't playing. He got kicked out of school because of recess. He don't play games.
I want to say, I got some special things coming up for this Hammer, and the Cuba Lee and my Nightingale. You know, I don't know, man. I need to get my hands on another free, bro. I love the Zeta line, bro. It's pretty damn badass, man.
Awesome. I have a like for some of the Zeta kits, and some of them I'm just like. Yeah.
I can take it or leave it. Don't matter to me. I a lot of the Universal Century because I like the Vanguard stories.
Oh, hey man, we need to make a look what broke man said, man.
What?
We need to start a GoFundMe for Broke Man Studios. we need to send him some rations, some new Gundam kit rations.
Right. We need to do like a world kit drop.
Yeah, man.
World kit drop. Yeah.
if everybody can donate $1,
Hiko, or is he muted now?
$1. Don't be so mean to Broke Man.
No,
if everybody can throw in $1 for Broke Man to get him some bad shit, some badass fucking Gundam shit, man.
Hells yeah. Broke Man would be a millionaire.
That's kind of the idea that me and Mike have always keep talking about, is like having the ability to do a kit drop to somebody that needs it somewhere, anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? That would be awesome to do that. I know it's somewhat unreasonable now to think, but I know in the future that won't be. Only because we've spoken into existence, and now it has become real, it'll become somebody. So I choose it to be me or Mike. So we're going to do it together. But the idea being totally like, oh, we're going to get him a drop. We'll just send him a couple kits, a couple of this swag, and be like, there you go. Because he's producing badass content, and he's just doing whatever the fuck he finds.
Yeah.
We don't, it's different than that here, and we might take that a little bit for granted.
Yes, most definitely. Let's see
what's going on with
Mr. William. Let me see what he's talking about. I'll be 60 when they release the updated Ground Gundam.
Dude, that's gonna be cool. The Ground Gundam release is gonna be sick.
Oh man, bro. Hey,
well, how old are you now? So we know how long we're gonna wait.
Damn.
I need 30. I need about 28 more years. I'll be there. Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I find working on the older kits are more
challenging.
They're more exciting. They're a little more exciting. Now they have some new badass shit that just came out. Oh, here it is. Yeah, right here. Hold on, pulling it off the wall. Okay, look. So the red Zeta, the damn red Zeta. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see me now.
Yeah.
All right. So the red Zeta came in from a good friend of mine. Frankenpaw Studios hooked me up with the red Zeta. Now, looking at this Gundam at this Zeta kit, I don't think there's anything that I can do extra to this kit because it's already has so many details to it. You know what I mean? I mean, I could probably throw an extra gun on it, or probably throw some LEDs on it, but
I mean, maybe you can throw some shades of white in there somewhere, like an inner frame.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could throw whatever color scheme on there, but like extra scribing and stuff like that. What can you really do with something like this? You know. So I feel like some of the older kits are a little easier to work on. Well, they're more exciting to work on because there's so much opportunity.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Because these newer kits, they can put so much more detail into them. It doesn't leave room for that creative outlet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I'll be right back.
Mr. William, 41 years old, man. Hey, we're not too far along, bro. Right behind you.
I'll be 42 in a couple months.
All right, guys. Man, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to go ahead and tap out for the night.
No worries. Glad you could hang out for a little bit, man. That was awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Appreciate having me, man.
Awesome, Oni. Glad you stopped in tonight, hung out with us. It's always fun hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah, we'll connect.
Man. Thanks for having me, bro. I'll jump in. Yeah, man. Hey, you have a good night, Broke Man Studios, bro. All right, man. I'll holler at y'all later.
Awesome.
Later, yo. If I could find the button. Okay, I found the button. Later.
Don't stand up. Some of us are pantsless. Oh, Lord.
Awesome. So, yeah, I'm just nipping out this new God Gundam.
Trying to get some sticker action in the camera here.
Oh, yeah, sticker action. Sorry, my sticker fell. I had a sticker, but it fell.
Oh, man. Yeah. Almost been an hour now, Mike.
Yeah, it has. We're at 47 minutes. 47 minutes.
We got an awesome Clarksville ad we can run.
Where? Clarksville ad. I don't have any Clarksville ads.
There's someone in your messenger?
In my messenger? I can go looking.
What am I working on, Broke Man? I'm working on the Jesta, the Master Grade Jesta. But if you can see in the background on my desk, hold on, I got this weird pop-up thing. I got a couple RC cars on my desk on also.
No, I don't got any Clarksville hobby ads.
No, I thought I sent you one. I thought we had one. Shit.
We don't have a Clarksville hobby ad. No, we don't. We don't run an ad for them. They sponsor us, but we don't run an ad for them.
I thought there was something we had a little put together. Maybe I didn't send it to you.
On Friday I'll have the restock video going on Friday. That's for sure what I'll have on Friday for Clarksville. There's a restock video.
I sent you the strike gun ad. That's what I meant. Shit, run that strike gun ad. The mask.
Oh yeah, I'll build off. I was like, yeah, let's talk about that.
I know. No, I'm sorry. I'm lost for a second. I was like, yeah, I totally sent you a Clarksville because I'm just thinking Clarksville because and you're like, you said it. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, no. The mascot build off.
That's why I said it with that questioning kind of like, what? No, I don't think that's right.
Fuck.
Here, I think this is the one you just sent me.
Yeah.
We'll play this and annoy you guys. I'll put it on for a couple. So what's he talking about? Oh, new Asian deadline, January 31st, 2023.
I need the Dragon Hawks.
Yeah,
the Dragon Hawks are too few.
The Dragon Hawks.
Yeah, I'll be excited. We gotta get past the Halloween Halloween build,
We must
can really
attack.
crank on this one. And like I said,
Yep.
get everybody to really
I need the Dragon Hawks.
we can kind of hold back
The
a little
Dragon
bit.
Hawks are too few.
After Halloween.
Right.
Or whatever. It just kind of like the idea of thinking not to press anybody, maybe if they're confused, like Oni was saying, but I don't think that's the case in this point, or in this. That's not the point.
For Oni, he was just checking to see if we're actually, managing and thinking about, our timelines and our deadlines for things, and how is the advertising going. And right now, like, I feel like, yes, this week advertising, we are on kind of a lull, but we're all making a big changeover and everything. And I'm not making excuses, but it's very clear that, like, a big change up of personnel has happened here at WebC Official. So we had to take a step back from promotion and recuperate where we were moving forward with and who we were going to start looking at as for those positions that I wouldn't say need to be filled, but like we need more people. We gotta get more.
Looking for more people, looking for motivated people.
Yeah, looking for motivated people that are looking to build shows on WebC Official and create their own brand within WebC Official. Whether it be a cooking show or something else. I was thinking about doing a cooking show. That was something I thought of because I cook at least one meal every day, so I could just run a show real quick about what I'm cooking and stuff. I got a nice kitchen and everything. I've been working on trying to get it clean and keep it clean because part of being a chef is your restaurant kitchen's the cleanest thing you own. And when you go home, your home kitchen's the dirtiest thing on the planet.
Right.
It's just kind of, So, just trying to get that figured out and everything. Moving off of that to our competitions, though, the Kit Bash Mascot Challenge is a really good competition because it brings us all together and it gives the winner bragging rights until we decide to re-up the ante for that competition again.
I think we could do
and
it
I
annually.
feel like we could do it annually, but I think we should do it on our annual should be like a 5-year or a 2-year or something like that, a little bit longer than a year, so we could really flex the use of each kit that we choose a little bit longer, type of a thing. It depends. So moving forward, it's real simple. We got a flyer floating around right now that tells you what kits you can use as your base kit, and then you can kit bash anything onto it you want. But, we want you to start with a Strike Gundam. And the kits I picked for those Strike Gundams, I picked them because they have the largest set of add-on materials already incorporated into them, so that you can pick and choose what you like about that aspect of those Gundams, to get some real cool build outs. Because some Gundams don't come with real cool backpacks, and all these Strike Gundams kind of do. As to where the Strike Gundams, they get kind of monotonous with the same body pieces, like the same chest and the same arms and stuff. So that's where you should maybe think about changing a few things up on that competition, is checking out, what people are doing to change up the arms and the legs on a Strike Gundam to make it look more unique. Because obviously the midsection, the chest, is a very iconic part of the Strike Gundam and what makes it a Strike Gundam. And some people also say the legs, the calf section of the leg on the mech, make that section iconic too. But for me, not so much. It's just that chest piece, that specific chest piece that the Seed, all the Seed Gundams have that specific thing. Is like, so, and yeah, so that's a good moving point for that build off. The next build off that's a little more urgent is our Halloween build off, and that build off, believe it or not, is due October 31st. Is a great chance to show us your super skills. What's Hiko doing? Are you still muted?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out for a second because I just finished standing. Yeah, I'm done standing.
All right.
Yeah, my hands are
So,
blistering from that. That was not fun. I
no.
have to go do seam line removal now if I can sand more. You know.
Yay for seams.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of seam lines in that high grade. It's part of one of the older high grade G units mixed with build fighter kits.
I got a high grade Cold Districts GM that was really old school, still enough where the seam lines were kind of shitty. I tried a little bit. It's all right.
I think the deal with those is you gotta drill out the pegs, then you just gotta like shove it together and just hope it's like glues all the way. Then use putty. Putty is your best friend for old seam lines.
What kind of? I need to get a better
Yeah,
putty.
it's terrible.
I got some real shitty old school like testers, white stuff that comes in a tube.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, be right back.
I'm gonna mute myself while I try to take a drink from my fancy ice cold. The old hydro flask.
These parts are really, really cool and unique and detailed.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm liking it.
For wait. For the one you're building or the God Gun?
This is the God Gundam. I'm building the God Gundam right now.
Okay.
My competition is on hold until I get my water slides in the mail.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're
Thursday.
The right thought.
Awesome. Yep. Thursday at the earliest. They'll be here Saturday at the latest.
Okay, so I thought we're talking about the sponsorship placements. So the Clarksville Hobby, if they want to go ahead and do the what is it called again? The sanding tools. What company is it from? Is it Display or is it
Madworks? I think it's going to be Madworks.
Okay.
Or we want to do Madworks. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's sending out.
Madworks tools, but
Madworks tools are good. I'm trying to think because
Gun Primer is something that's
Gun Primer is a brand of its own. Yeah. Because I do Madworks reviews. I just don't really buy their tools that often. I know I need like 2 more of their tools, I think. Really the tools I get are just what I need specifically. So it's different. Right. If we want to go ahead and do the Gun Primer glass files, that's good. We can definitely get some content made for that. I have a few ideas to use it on a few kits.
Remember, this is live. This isn't just a meeting.
Oh no, this isn't a meeting. No, what I'm saying is,
I know
if I do this, I don't know what kind of kits I should use on it because I'll give you an example. If you use tools like that, you can probably do a build like what this armored core is. This is just plastic. It's going to assemble similar to a gunpla. But if I was to use it on...
Hold on. I got a thought. Okay, so do you have a specific need? I mean, gun primer tools, I know are good on plastic, but I know that you also work with resin. So what kind of tools do you find conducive to your resin work that might be something that you do look at or you have seen? I'm just curious.
So the gun primer glass files, people do use that on conversion kit resin. It's very popular because the flat edge of the files actually make the edges sharper. Okay, so that's a very big thing. It also removes the nubs, very well for most snap build kits. So overall for a tool, you're going to get moderately good sanding use out of it compared to a metal file or sandpaper, Yeah. So there's pretty good points you can make on that. That's something different.
I'm a gun primer fan. That's what I use at standby, and I use cheap basic Tamiya nippers, but I use a single blade, but I use gun primer tools to make my work, and that's it. Or I use metal files for real heavy work. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm a gun primer fan, big time. I like them, but I like Madworks tools. But I'm a gun primer standing tool fan for sure. That's what I use.
Yeah, there's always a use for a tool, and especially what you use makes or breaks your build. And I was just going to give you guys a rundown of this Macross magazine I bought. This is called a Ride. This is just a model magazine.
That's cool.
So there are some interesting things I could show you out of this. First of all, there's a VF0 Phoenix. This is a custom built one. You might like this, Carrie. This is different, okay? So they took these kits that were not meant to be a certain way, and they custom designed them. So we're talking about the Excalibur and SV. What is it? The SV? SV52. These kits don't have a mecha Battleroid foam. So what happened is they took these kits and basically customized it to the way they want. This is actually a rare 172 scale resin kit. There's only one site that I know that actually has this. That's interesting. Now, there's a whole process because this whole kit right here, this machine was only made in a fighter mode, okay? So you can only buy the fighter. So what they did is they basically took it up, okay? So they took this kit and they chopped it up and basically custom designed it to its robot form. So, that's the level of customizing that I want to be at because this not only requires you to scratch build, cut up, mod, and add physical joints to make it actually represent what it needs to be, this Battleroid.
Right.
Customizing, our group's very big on that. So there are things that you can do to learn. And the tools that you use allow you to do the custom mods. So basically, if we did tutorial content, we're going to be able to put out so many videos for every single use on a tool because there's context behind why you should buy something, how you should use it, and what you can achieve. And
all right, we'll talk more about that later. Then
that's just an example of, we're doing custom builds.
Yeah.
The tools we use really make or break what we do.
Yeah.
So definitely. So yeah, we'll get on that and we'll talk more about that later. Definitely. Oh crap.
So yeah, I got a few builds lined up. I'll get this build done for him. Got the commission. A high grade kit. I'm gonna be so glad to get that done. It's gonna be fun, considering it's only 3 colors and frame.
I get a lot of good ideas from this. I scored this a while back. A friend of mine went to the Shizuoka Hobby Show in 2018. So it's a Hobby Japan monthly magazine. It's pretty thick, but it's got all kinds of awesome shit. But it's all in Japanese, obviously. But everything that was hot in that time.
That is a very good magazine. You're gonna get a lot of stuff in there. Tutorials too.
I say there's good tutorials. You just got to use your Google Lens or something. It's really cool. It's been one of the greatest resources. But I see there's some books out there, and there's a couple guys that I follow that have created these like books for AK, and they're mech books. That's where I would want to get some work into a book like that. But I think it's really awesome to get those books and use them as the learning tool. Because every time I buy like a Vallejo paint kit, it comes with like a little thing inside of it that tells you how to use that kit and layers. And just apply it. And that's what I've been trying to do. You get good efforts if you just follow the steps. They're good results.
So I got about 24 hours to let the glue dry for the super glue for this kit. Then I'm going to go ahead and mount it onto the base. Then I got to do the painstaking process of mounting these legs because the legs, I don't know if you saw this, but it has like one tiny brass rod, the whole entire weight of the pose. So that's going to be interesting. One little rod. I just can't.
Right.
I got to figure this out. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I might have to prop this up onto something. But I think I got the legs dynamic enough because you got one leg that's sort of straight and you got the other leg that's kind of curved. So in between the two, you get, they're sort of off-centered. So I guess that's okay. My favorite thing about this is the vents because, you're getting that Zeta style vents, okay? The yellow in the thrusters and the
Right.
You're getting some really cool details there. That was pretty fun in masking, and I will have my video edit started on Friday. I get off work and I'm gonna come back and edit for about 3 hours. I have 13, 14 gigabytes of data to process, so that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, just getting set up, just getting close to where I can start painting. Because I get to use my new alligator clip I needed because I only had 5, so you can imagine trying to paint a kit with 5 alligator clips.
Wait, you actually? No, you were painting on the runner, weren't you? I remember that. You were priming and painting and sanding and assembling. I remember that. That's really cool, man.
And then when I was done, I did the final coat
Yeah.
on the alligator clip, but it's just taking so long.
I think, taking a look at the video I got, I have the last videos, okay, the last 3 days I did panel lines, decals, and I just showed off the parts for what they were. Now, I have 13 gigabytes, and I think for each clip I recorded, I have to do 30 seconds each, because it's going to be ending up running at least 12 minutes for the video. I want it at least 7 minutes for the soundtrack I'm going to put over it.
Gotcha.
That's just video editing, though, in general. You get a lot of stuff going on, and you have to be careful what you include into your video, because you may include irrelevant information, especially if you're painting for such a long time.
I'll send you what video clips I've made to have your name in it, so that way you can use them. If you can trim them down so you can use them, because it's got like your name.
Yeah. That'd be good. I want to make some more advertising banners, and I've been putting them into my videos still, so that's a good thing.
But doing that way, at least if I can create you 30 seconds worth of stuff, that gives you 30 seconds in your video that you might be able to use down the line somewhere to increase. I mean, it's only 30 seconds, but still, if you get enough of those built up, you can use them as like transitions even between certain things to make a video longer.
Yeah, so that's what I've been looking at, just making that consistent. Check this, actually, the website. Go back to YouTube. See, no Facebook.
I'm sitting here on
YouTube. I was going to go back to the group page. Yeah.
I'm watching the YouTube. I got 2 computers now. I can YouTube on one. I'm restreaming on this one. Yeah, and that's going good. So we're doing good. And I got my phone free to do whatever else I want.
I'm looking at pictures of the version call.
I
don't know, man. Is it? I don't know. Do people like transforming kits? Like,
I don't.
Is it?
If I want Transformers, I get Transformers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Transformer, basically.
But
what I mean is,
I want Macross. That was the one and only in betweener that I was like, okay, it makes sense. It's the OG, And now there's some weird bird bullshit. I forgot. I'm not into that.
I forgot they were competing with Macross and Transformers at the time.
Yeah.
That's just I love Macross. I just forgot that was actually.
That's where it comes from.
So weird.
Because that was the original. But it had a place. It had a place. It wasn't fantasy. It wasn't a bird. It was it was a war machine. It turned into a jet, and it had walking mode, which was mech mode. I mean, very simple.
The Zeta Gundam makes sense for version call, since it is a Gundam type, and the markings look completely fine. It looks like an anime version. I'd rather have a Robot Damashi anime accurate Zeta Gundam than a master grade, for sure. This is something I was thinking.
I don't know enough about the different lines to have a preference. I don't know.
It just makes it look like the anime, so it has like weird proportions. So it's like drawn.
Sometimes that is weird, but I don't. Why is there so much emphasis on that for some people? I get it when they paint the kit to look anime or cellular, it looks good. But when it's out of proportion and weird funky and shit, I'm like, that's just dumb. That was because somebody couldn't translate the fucking image in their head to the paper or whatever it took to do it. and that's how it come off like the first Gundam movie. It was all like weird and stretched out. G-Daddy, I get it. It looks fucking funky as hell, but that's because that was the animation capabilities. And I think some people take that shit too far, like their fucking feelings to get hurt, like, you know what I mean, to get salty and shit. So they gotta have a fucking crazy model of it, or they create one. I don't know.
About the Zeta Gundam, apparently the only Master Grade we're gonna have this year is the Master Grade Strike Freedom Master Grade EX. That's the only original mold this year. This won't be released until next year for sure.
I'm looking at a new Master Grade. I don't know what I want though. It's gonna definitely be, I guess, a ground gun. I'd like to get a sniper.
It says possibly February 2023. Possibly February. So yeah, this is not, for a new mold, it's still not going to be released this year. And that means the only Master Grade we get is November or December for the Master Grade Strike Freedom. Because every other one we got was a reprint. They reboxed the DOM, and the survey was 2021 release. It's not bad. It looks kind of cool.
So here's the power through.
Did you see the pictures of it, Michael? The new
Not
one?
yet. No, not yet. I'm gonna go look after we get off the show. I'll go look.
I really can't tell. It's just so. I guess it's like what? It's considered a 3.0 since we had a Master Grade original 2.0, and this is the third version of the Master Grade. I guess you can call it a 3.0.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
I mean, you could dub it a 3.0, but it's. When it's a Verka, it does get some changes to it.
Right.
So
last
some
year,
of the pieces will change their runner formats and stuff. Oh no.
So last year in 2021, we had the Eclipse Gundam that was a brand new mold. We had the Master Grade Virtue, which was released in November last year.
Yo, the Eclipse wasn't a brand new mold.
Well, no, it wasn't a mold. Sorry, it was a new release because it's based off the Freedom 2.0 frame. I remember that.
Yeah, and the Blitz Gundam came out before the Eclipse, and the Blitz Gundam is basically the same as the Eclipse Gundam. They just have different feet.
So that was 2021. Then the Virtue. Then the last two DOMs that we had released this year were new rules. Okay, so they're basically like it's like P Bandai regular release because it added hips that are slightly different, but it's not a new mold. It's a re-release. So basically, this year the only two Master Grades that came out that were not P Bandai were two Master Grade DOMs. So that means we'll have three Master Grades this year.
It almost sounds like a BDSM chat.
I guess it's like, they made so many Koyuki Senki kits. They made so many real grade kits.
That's not healthy.
That's a real grade Gal Gaigar that just came out too.
Next to
God Gundam. And people aren't talking about the Gal Gaigar. They're talking about the God Gundam, which is like they're two real grades released at the same time. And nobody's talking about it.
But I think the Gal Gaigar is outside of Gundam far enough removed that it doesn't compete sales-wise, so it's not a conflict.
It's like a completely different. It's Super Robot. It's completely different.
Right, different fan base, totally different fan base.
It's like Voltron.
A lot of Super Robot fans are not Gundam fans. I noticed that.
Like Voltron.
But Gundam fans can be Super Robot fans.
And Mezing are all like three different, all those different Super Robot genres. Like they're all fucking different.
Yeah, there's a lot of Getter Robo fans that aren't Gundam fans.
Right.
What's a Ghetto Robo?
Go Nagai. Huh?
What's Ghetto Robo to you?
Getter Robo is made by Go Nagai. It's a original manga series turned into an animation video. It's like
I feel bad that now we're coining a term, Ghetto Robo, because you're gonna be like, oh, you bought that Ghetto Robo shit.
It's part of the original Gatai, where different robots combine. That's literally the original genre it created. So you see combining robots, that's pretty much where it started with Getter. But the manga was so early that you couldn't possibly expect to have colored animation at that point, which is weird.
Colored animation?
Yeah, original anime was black and white. Yeah, I mean, it's like black and white recording, basically. You had manga at the time, so you weren't expecting color. That looks like straight tan and yellow.
Tangelo. Tangelo.
It's like beige, like you said.
No, it's like a gray white.
It's like box, like beige. Like the inside of the box is beige. It's beige. It's
off white.
Okay, so the Master Grade SD is the Freedom Gundam.
It's just Arctic snow. It's not paved yellow snow, but.
So you get this: the Master Grade SD is a Freedom Gundam. It has a full Freedom frame, and it's an SD.
That's white behind it to give you that color off.
That's mighty white of you.
Mighty white of you too, mister.
That's awesome, dude. That's a unique color. I like it. I like this fucking kit. I mean,
the Master Grade SD Gundam is $40.
Yeah, I'm not upset with the color palette of this kit at all.
Wait, do you feel like Bandai is shoving SD Gundams down our face?
My daughter doesn't mind them.
I mean,
but
it's
I'm
okay.
not a big fan.
Look, a Master Grade design. It's a Master Grade Freedom SD Gundam.
I'm not a big SD fan. I don't know, but I would buy and build a couple. Like, I don't know. I would probably have a Garbatos SD. He's cute.
With those, I'm coming to find that they're like one of those kits that you're gonna
regret.
How do you say it? You need to buy 2 to 3 of them to build one good one.
Damn.
That's my opinion on those kits.
Thing.
Yeah, kind of. They remind me a lot heavily of Funko Pop, or Funko Pops remind me of SD. But so what I'm talking about is there's a lot of open cavities on the SD kits that you could fill in by cutting 2 SD kits in half, cutting all their parts in half, and sandwich gluing them together and stuff, and creating a solid piece. And so, and then you get a whole bunch of more extra embellishments and stuff for buying 2 kits, so you can make it even more badass. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. That's probably why they're so cheap too. You can buy them for $10 a piece where I'm at. So I know some of the other ones.
I saw a couple. I think there was an SD at the Hobby Lobby. I can't remember.
I think I'm gonna call it right now. You're gonna have a lot of people breaking the hip joints on the Zeta Gundam for sure. I know that.
You think so? The hip joint, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I love hanging out
because the hip joint folds 3 times. It folds upwards 3 times. So it's on one hinge at the hip. It folds upwards, and the actual peg of the hip folds once. So
there's another joint on the RG that I would say is going to be the part that breaks the most on the MG, if they follow suit and keep that part. So there's a C hook, or it's not a hook. It's a C clip. It's just the shape of a C, and it slides in to lock 2 pieces together. But they're like 2 important pieces of the Gundam. It holds the top and the bottom of the Gundam together. And without that clip on the real grade, you don't have a Gundam. And there's 2 of them, one on each side. And those, I feel like those will break more.
There's a P Bandai Engage 0 Gundam releasing high grade.
What does that mean? But it's P Bandai. Only way I'm getting P Bandai is if it's third party. And I'm not happy about that.
I've been buying from the US website.
From what website?
United States P Bandai.
Okay.
Just in, a McLaren P1 was flood rushed in Florida.
A what?
Okay, so apparently a McLaren that was only made for 375 cars, which is ultra rare, was flooded in Florida because the owner forgot to come down to Florida and pick it up.
No, he didn't. He left it there because now he gets to write his fucking car off, and now it's an insurance loss. It's bullshit. Who the fuck leaves a goddamn rare car like that?
Some rookie can rebuild it for $20,000. Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta write my car off. Whoa, fuck it, man. I'm a rich asshole.
Yep.
That's a scam. That's what I said. Anybody lives in Florida, dude. Who keeps getting the shit fucked up in Tornado Alley, living in goddamn bumfuck Kansas, and keep fucking living there, and keep fucking living there, with the chances that some bitch might suck your ass off into fucking outer space, Dorothy? Like, who the fuck? And then what is it? The government keeps paying them to like stay there. They just keep living there. It's like, how many fucking times do you hit your head against the wall before you go, "Ow, fuck, this is stupid"?
Maybe they're just trying to get insurance claim money, and they all know it.
Saying. It's a good.
They cannot be that.
Like a pretty fucking good game.
They can't be that dumb.
Exactly, but that's where all signs point to fraud. But hey,
Brookman's talking there. He's talking about the opinions of the new kits and stuff. There's a lot of new kits coming out that it's going to be very exciting.
Brookman says we're awesome. He says just the randomness of our thought processes.
Blame it on Hiko. He started bringing it up, and then I had to go left field with it. I was like,
why would I flood my car and live in a tornado?
I know, it's just, I mean, that's the thing when it comes up, and it just gets me because people are like, "Oh wow, that guy's poor car." I'm like, what? No, hell no. No, that would have fed a couple families for a year. You're crazy. That asshole left the car there for fucking. He drove it from fucking Alaska down there on purpose to hang out with his brothers Jim, Karen, and Kyle.
Worst case is
we got an
ECU.
emergency. I left my car there, so he turns it into a claim insurance. A claim. You can't fix that shit. You can't fix that car. It's junk. Sometimes they won't even let you fucking have that car because it's fucked up so bad because of the nasty water from the sewage and shit in the water soaks into the seat. You can't get rid of it. It's gone. Fuck that piece of that fucking car. $1 million gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say because deductible is less than the actual cost, and so basically what you have to do is buy the car on a loan. No, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so if I'm right, you pay cash for it, okay? Then you own the car, you buy an insurance premium that pays out more than the value of it, then you total it, and you it's an investment where you marginally take the difference.
Yes.
Okay. That's fraud, man. I mean, it's fraud. I don't. Maybe it's a legit business.
It's a business.
That's not.
It is for now.
Insurance is a business. Yeah.
Insurance
is. You make a lot of money from it.
Absolutely can. I mean, I'm just saying. I just wanted to draw that out there and say, hey, take a look at this idea because you just read a story in which when I read those, I know exactly what's going on. That's what it is. I've done some bullshit cleanup work with the military for that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
It sucks. But that's what happens. That kind of stuff is what's going on. Oh, my fucking really big diamond ring fell in the toilet in a hurricane. It's a write-off. They just got money for that, so they keep perpetuating fucking sloth and greed.
Yeah, so about that point, there's also something I want to bring up. I talk about YouTube. I talk about, promoting our videos. I'm going to tell you guys something that's really messed up, and it may not be a surprise to you. Okay, so, YouTube pays people for monetization. If you get monetized and become part of the partner programs, do you know what people are doing? Okay, so they're doing two things. They're buying a monetized YouTube channel, okay? Then they're posting videos and spamming the videos with bot views and taking the money for a paycheck and walking away.
It's like this thing about Audible.
Yeah,
you heard the Audible.com thing?
Yeah. They're basically botting it. Yeah, stuff like that.
All right. We are We are at the end of the show, guys.
Yeah, man, I'm tired.
So
I'm gonna pass out.
we're cashing out here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna load up the end credit, and we can just talk trash for a couple of minutes while the end credits are running.
Yeah.
We got that new feature.
Moral of the story is, if you run a bot farm, you can make a lot of money.
If you have a picture of garbage in your profile, I'm gonna delete you.
All right,
No,
this is Web
we don't
C,
talk about that.
and our show is brought to you by the Model Rocketeer and Clarksville Hobby Depot.
Everybody on that list I cannot read.
Web C official.
I guess they're just
Mecha Model Builds, Oni Mecha, and all our other friends that help us create this show. Thank you all for joining us, hanging out with us, and doing awesome things.
You might not have any friends.
Heiko's waving, but nobody can see Hiko wave. Heiko, you're so brilliant.
I know, dude, you're killing it.
Keep going.
Like, if you have any friends at the end of this.
I'm not happy for the end of it. I was kind of just hoping to stay up all night and just talk up to myself to the wall behind me.
Oh no. This show is brought to you by Pork Chops a Chunky. Tastes so good, make it best smell funky. No, that's a joke. That's not real. But we are seeking out sponsorships, just so you know. And I have reached out to one of my favorite drinks to see if they would sponsor us. So I'm waiting for a reply back. I won't say no names, I won't say no games, but I'm letting you know. I reached out. We'll see what happens. I was just real super cutthroat. Didn't play around or anything. Get back to me at blah 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 at so and so. So we'll see what they say. I don't know where they're located or what their local place is. So it'll be interesting to
That's
see.
how it all starts, man. Little time, little bit. Just hey, what the fuck? Let's try this. Here we are, dude. We're doing it.
Just messing around with that, but we're just drawing this out to the 30-minute marker, you guys. I just want you to know that's why
You're good. No, it's fun. I like this. We should do this more often so we can just chat.
Yep, kill that.
I'm gonna kill my feed, guys, and just chat. Cool.
No, you're good. Go ahead. We're just chilling.
I'm gonna set up, turn off lamps and table setups.
Set the mood, baby.
Yeah, that's what part of the show was, baby. Had a great time, great night, great show. I had fun unboxing my kit.
Oh, that kit was cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go reward my sexy camera lady now. You guys, I totally got ignored.
Getting ignored.
Eat some potato chips.
And good news is I'm almost halfway done. I'm almost halfway done with this book about social media marketing, and I'm.
Oh God! Don't talk about that here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm saying halfway done.
I will say I'm excited because I'm learning.
I'm gonna give you guys a rundown video on what. I'll give you guys a rundown after I'm done with it. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you guys go check out Oni Mecha. Go check out Mecha Model Builds, Web C.
Yeah, Web C builds. Web C builds. We're here to sand some plastic. Yeah. And then don't forget to check out our home base of operations, which is Kipash Gundam on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And we're here to build.
Got an awesome community growing over there. Need to join that stuff. Make it keep going. This is getting good.
Yeah, and look out for future shows.
Awesome chat group launch.
Web C official, the Model Rocketeer. Yeah, that little robot. He's just so happy, waving his gun around. He's waving just like Hiko.
Setting things on fire.
Right? Exactly.
Oh, wait, it's not a flamethrower, right? It's a machine gun, isn't it? I'm thinking it's like a flamethrower, like barbecue from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like one of those canister guns or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can of
raid. Raiding some gunpla. Oh yeah.
Any raid.
Right. So, yeah, and then other than that, Don't forget to stop over at WebC's Patreon if you like what we got going on here at WebC Official with all our podcasts and everything we do for hosting. Come over there and hang out with us. Make a donation. Make a donation. Get a big public shout out every day. Every time we do something, we talk about you. But we're out of here. We're ending the stream. Goodbye.